Good morning. My name is Kumar Ravichandran. My presentation is going to be called Active Rotor Controls for Vibration Reduction and Performance Improvement. I presented this at the AHS Specialist Conference on Aeromechanics at Fisherman's Walk, San Francisco, California. This was in 2010. So start off with the description of the outline, the way the talk will be spread up. I'll start with the introduction, analysis methodology. I'll describe UMARC and the different features we use. Trailing edge flaps, next concept. Trailing edge flaps, I explored them for hover performance and high speed forward flight. Under high speed forward flight, I looked at vibration reduction, power reduction and combine the two. So vibration and power reduction together using trailing edge flaps. And then from high speed, I moved on to high thrust forward flight. I looked at vibration reduction, stall alleviation, power reduction, and combined all three: vibration, stall, and power reduction. So the objective of my work was and start off with trailing edge flap. So combine vibration, power, and stall reduction with the trailing edge flaps. So first, vibration. Active control using multi-cyclic pitch excitation eliminates the vibration at the primary source, which is the main rotor. And the devices that can be used for this are higher harmonic control, individual blade control, active twist, and trailing edge flaps. And then after vibration, I move on to dynamic stall. This is a treating blade phenomenon in high thrust forward flight. Looking at superior airfoils to combat dynamic stall, the problem is the airfoils are also limited in the operating range. Airfoils are limited in operating range, so you can choose only some airfoils which can satisfy its criteria. So to fight dynamic stall, I looked at active control with trailing edge flaps or leading edge slats. Leading edge slats are superior to trailing edge flaps in terms of loading. So they can get closer to the stall boundary than the trailing edge flaps. Performance improvement. This was done by redistribution of the disk loading with trailing edge flap inputs 1 and 2 per hour. So I talked about vibration, dynamic stall, and performance improvement. So finally, I need to achieve a compromise between vibration, power, and stall. So the approach for this was to use the comprehensive prediction capability UMARC, University Mill Advanced Rotor Code, to carry out design parametric studies to optimize active trailing edge flaps, to minimize vibration and power consumption, minimize vibration and power consumption, and improve the dynamic stall characteristics. Now I'll talk a little about the UMARC analysis methodology. This is basically a non-linear finite element in space and time. Pitch link and lag damper are attached to the blade, and the effect of these two devices on the blade is covered in UMARC. Aerodynamics. The lifting line aerodynamic model has airfoil table lookup, lifting line near wave, Bagale, Leishman, Snow, Blizzard free wave, and Leishman Burroughs unsteady attached flow or dynamic stall models. For trim, the coupled response leads to trim, and there are various trim options based on the flight is operating on, the helicopter is operating on. Trailing edge flaps. So This is the operational envelope of the US-60 rotor. US-60 helicopter. US-60 helicopter. Operational envelope means the usually thrust coefficient versus advanced ratio. I put CW by sigma, which is weight coefficient. So this gives a very good correlation with the lift boundary. Lift boundary is a function of mu. This is a acute lift boundary. Two high-speed flights that are of interest are flight 8534, which is high-speed flight, and then flight 9017, which is a high altitude and high thrust condition. It also has very high speed, but much higher speed is 8534. You see that the advance ratio for 8534 is 0.368, while 9017 is 0.237 only. So I've been talking about using trailing edge flaps to combat vibration, power reduction, and achieve and combat vibration, power reduction, and stall alleviation. So the trailing edge flap that will be used is a primary the trailing edge flap that will be used is 10% span, 15% chord, mid span, and 65% radius. This is geometry of the flap. And this flap operates as a moment flap. It alters the section pitching moment and alters the section pitching moment and induces blade twist. All these have an effect of reducing the blade torsional stiffness. I looked at the torsional stiffness of the blade will be reduced due to the trailing edge flap operation. I looked at the effect of reducing the blade torsional stiffness on the trailing edge flap effectiveness. So here you have two plots, two fan plots for baseline torsional stiffness and 50% torsional stiffness. You see where how the graphs react with the reduction in torsional stiffness. So the torsional stiffness is reduced to 50%. The first torsional frequency, so torsional stiffness, the first thing you can show interest in is torsional frequency. For the baseline is 4.3 per rev, and then for the 50% blade is 50% stiffness blade is 3.3 per rev. So we are talking about trailing edge flaps, and these are plots which show the aerodynamic characteristics of the trailing edge flap at a very high Mach number 0.5, and the actuations of trailing edge flap are restricted between plus or minus 5 degrees. So lift by drag, and then pitching moment. So CL, CD, CL by CD, and CM. So in terms of speed, we start with hover, which is zero forward speed. Effect of trailing edge flaps. So we look at the effect of trailing edge flaps at hover. And over here I have